Throughout history, there are rare individuals whose creativity becomes more than talent. It becomes a legacy that shapes generations. This story is carved from the life of one such remarkable figure, a visionary whose imagination challenged limits, whose curiosity redefined possibility, and whose creations still inspire the world today. It reminds us that creativity is not just about making something beautiful, it is about leaving behind something meaningful, something that carries your name long after time has moved on. This is the journey of turning creativity into a legacy, and how one person's relentless imagination became a gift to the future. There once lived a remarkable visionary whose life proved that creativity, when nurtured with discipline and courage, can rise far beyond talent and become a legacy that outlives centuries. Her name was never important. What mattered was her relentless curiosity, her hunger to understand the world, and her refusal to accept the limits placed before her. She spent her early years in a quiet village where people worked with their hands, shaping tools, carving wood, painting walls, repairing broken things. Even as a child, she learned one powerful truth: creation is a form of power. It allows you to shape what did not exist before. It allows you to leave something behind. Inspired by stories of a master from centuries earlier, an artist and inventor whose notebooks overflowed with brilliant sketches and ideas, she began to see creativity not as a hobby, but as a calling. This master, known to history as Leonardo da Vinci, had once lived in a world where knowledge was guarded and imagination was rarely encouraged. Yet he dared to question everything. He dared to turn his ideas into pages, his dreams into paintings, and his curiosity into inventions no one had ever seen. He was proof that creativity is not just an ability, it is a force capable of bending the future. The young woman grew up studying the lessons hidden in Leonardo's journey. She noticed how he observed the smallest details: a bird's wings, a flowing river, the shape of a human hand. She learned that creativity begins with observation, because the world is constantly whispering ideas to those who pay attention. She began carrying a small notebook everywhere she went, sketching thoughts, writing questions, capturing every spark of inspiration the way Leonardo once did. And slowly, she began to understand that creativity becomes a legacy only when you treat your ideas as seeds, not as fleeting moments. As the years passed, her notebook became her most cherished companion. Every page was filled with inventions she imagined, stories she wanted to tell, designs she believed could solve real problems. People around her sometimes laughed at her unusual way of thinking. They told her she was wasting her time, that dreams did not pay bills, that creativity belonged in childhood, not adulthood. But she remembered that Leonardo had lived in a world filled with doubt, yet he still pushed himself to create things the world would study long after he was gone. And so she pressed forward, refusing to silence the voice inside her. Her breakthrough came the day she rediscovered something Leonardo understood deeply: creativity and discipline must walk hand in hand. It is not enough to have ideas, you must shape them, refine them, and commit to them even when progress is slow. She began dedicating hours every morning to working on her craft, designing, building, painting, and writing. The world around her didn't change overnight, but she did. Her creativity sharpened. Her ideas strengthened. Her confidence grew. Soon, people who once doubted her began coming to her for advice. They saw the quality of her work, the uniqueness of her ideas, the consistency of her results. She realized then that creativity attracts recognition when you dare to express it boldly and repeatedly. It wasn't luck, it was the reward of showing up every day to nurture her gifts. As she matured, her small creations evolved into groundbreaking works. She designed tools that made everyday tasks easier. She created art that moved people to tears. She wrote stories that helped others see the world differently. And through all this, she remained inspired by the legacy of that ancient master who believed that creativity was not a moment but a lifetime journey. She also discovered that legacy is built not only by what you create, but by what you inspire others to create. Just as Leonardo's sketches inspired her many generations later, she made sure her notebooks, lessons, and discoveries were shared openly. She taught young people to ask bigger questions. She encouraged dreamers to take their ideas seriously. She reminded creators that their Imagination is not a weakness, it is a doorway to their future. And in doing so, she built something far greater than personal success. She built a chain reaction of creativity that outlived her. By the time her life's work was complete, she had become proof that ordinary beginnings cannot stop extraordinary legacies. She showed that creativity is not reserved for a gifted few, it belongs to anyone who is willing to nurture their curiosity, discipline their craft, and protect their ideas from the doubt of others. She lived by the same truth that shaped Leonardo da Vinci's remarkable life, that your ideas are your fingerprints on the world, and if you honor them, they will carry your name long after you are gone. Today, her legacy stands as a reminder to anyone who feels their creativity does not matter. It matters immensely. Every sketch, every note, every story, every invention is a piece of your future waiting to be shaped. Creativity is your voice speaking to time, and when you commit to it, you do not just create, you build a legacy that the world will remember. So wherever you are right now, listening to this story, let it ignite something inside you. Let it remind you that your creativity has a purpose, that your ideas are worth pursuing, and that you have the power to leave an imprint on the world. Your legacy starts the moment you decide that your imagination is valuable and your dreams deserve to breathe. And if this story has inspired you today, make sure you like, share, and subscribe to this channel so you never miss more powerful stories that help you rise into your best self. Your journey of creativity and legacy begins now.